What's going on, guys? It is your boy, Mr. Noland here. All right, today I'm going to teach y'all how to multiply decimals. And I can see y'all as kids. Ah! I don't like multiplying decimals. Don't worry, guys. We make it extremely easy here. So after today, you're going to be like, wow, Mr. Noland, multiplying decimals is easy. I'd be like, I know, I got you. All right, so let me see if I can share my screen. Hopefully it works on the first try. Hey, it works. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out. Now, multiplying decimals, it gives us some tips here, guys. I'm gonna ignore those tips. I just completely ignore them. So, it says determine 0.2 times 0.4. Okay, so the way I teach, I know it says one decimal place. I say it a little bit differently. What we try to do is we move the decimal to the very back of the number. So I'm going to take this decimal and I'm going to move it to the back. How many movements was that? Well, that was one movement. So, okay. Now we're going to take this decimal and we're going to move it to the very back. Again, how many movements was that? Well, that was one movement. Awesome. Guys, if you had one movement here and you had one movement here, how many movements was that total? That was two total movements. All right, now we just straight up multiply. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 0 is 0. And guys, if we multiply by 0 here, we know that's going to be 0. But just in case, let's do it. Second row add is 0. 0 times 2 is 0. 0 times 0 is 0. We add our numbers straight down. So that's 8, that's 0, and that's 0. Now, you remember our movements? We had 2 total movements. Well, we take our decimal and we put it at the very back, and we're going to move it to the left 2 times. 1, 2. People are like, Mr. Noland, why did you only move it twice? Well, because I had 2 movements. So your decimal now goes here. So your final answer is 0.08. That is it. You are done. All right, let's try this next one. Again, I'm going to come do it here off to the side. So we got 0.112 times 7.2. Now look at my decimals here. Are my decimals lined up? No, they're not. Do not, repeat, do not line up your decimals when you're multiplying or dividing. Okay? So what we're going to do is take our decimal, move it to the back. 1, 2, 3 movements. Here we got 1 movement. That's a total of 4 movements. Now we're going to straight up multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 0 is 0. Second row, add a 0. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 1 is 7. Plus 1 is 8. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 0 is 0. Now you add straight down. 4 plus 0 is 4. 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 plus 8 is 10. 7 plus 0 is 7. Plus 1 is 8. Bring down the 0. Now we had 4 movements. So take your decimal in the very back and move it to the left 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your final answer is 0.8064. That is literally it. You are done. All right. I'm going to give you all a minute. I want y'all to try this practice problem. I'm going to write it on a separate sheet of paper. So 0.45, 0.053. Okay, I want y'all to pause the video and try this practice problem on your own. Again, please pause the video. I'm about to show you how to solve it. All right. First thing, the movements of the decimal. Move it to the back. 1, 2. That was 2 movements. The bottom one. 1, 2, 3 movements. That's a total of 5 movements. Okay, so let's straight up multiply. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 4 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 3 times 0 is 0, plus 1 is 1. Second row, add a 0. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 4 is 20, plus 2 is 22. 5 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 2 is 2. If you notice, my last 2 numbers here are zeros, so I don't really need to multiply by 0 because it's nothing but zeros. Add straight down. That's a 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. 1 plus 2 is 3. Bring down the 2. Now notice how it says 5 movements. So from the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my God, Mr. Nolan, I got a blank space. Guess what, guys? Y'all know whatever goes in a blank space? What goes in a blank space? A 0. So your final answer should have been 0.0235. All right, we're gonna do one more example. And the problem I'm going to give you is again, please write this problem down on a separate sheet of paper. Pause the video right now because I'm about to show you how to solve it, but I want you to try it on your own. So pause the video, please. All right, first of all, are my decimals lined up? No. Good. Do we ever line up our decimals when we are multiplying decimals? No. Do not line up your decimals. Start by kicking the decimal to the very back. 1, 2, 3 movements. One movement. That's a total of 4 movements. Okay, let's multiply. 2 times 5 is 10. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 2 times 1 is 2. Well, guys, the second number we're going to multiply is 0. Again, I'll show you just in case. Second row, add a 0. 0 times 5, 0 times 4, 0 times 1. Add straight down. Says 4 movements. So take your decimal from the very back and move it to the left 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your final answer should have been 0.0290 or 0.029. Either one of those are good answers. All right, guys, I hope this video helps. Please pause and take notes on this video, guys. You're allowed to use these notes on your test. All right, guys, talk to y'all soon. Bye.